Today we're going to talk about some things that people ask me all the time. Like, how do I know if I have a big plumbing problem or not? So we are going to answer that for you. We're going to give you a couple things to look for. William will give it to you in sort of the plumber version, but I'm going to give it to you in the homeowner version because this is the way I see it, which probably is the way you see it as well. So first things first, slow drain. That can indicate a lot of different things, but it is definitely a clue if you've got water standing or water taking a really long time to drain in any drains in your house. So what else should they be looking for when they're slow draining?
So when you're looking at slow drains, there's some things that you can do yourself, and there's some things that maybe you should call a plumber. So when we're talking like a shower drain, it's usually hair that's caught up inside of your drain, and it's right at the beginning. And you can take one of those things that have a bunch of prickly things on it and stick it down there and pull the hair out.
It's kind of gross, I would say.
So here's another thing. So when you're looking at your bathroom sink, what we like to do as plumbers, we like to figure out how far that blockage is out there. So when we turn on the water, we start counting 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000. Until it starts to back up. If you get it between 1 and 2,000, 1, 2, and 3,000, it can be fixed right there at the kitchen sink or at the bathroom sink with one of those little prickly things, or you can pull up your pop up and clear off the hair that's right up inside of there. But if it's anything further, then you're going to want to call a plumber to come up there and snake it out.
So another sign of plumbing problems is when your water bill is super high. That usually means that you have a leak somewhere. If it's in your sprinkler system, that is usually you're going to call a landscaper, but sometimes it has to come right out of the house, from the connection from the house out to the sprinkler, and that would indicate that there is an underground problem going on, right?
Well, there's a lot of things that, one of the most common problems with high water usage is a leaky toilet, and that's not easy to see. So what we like to do is we like to take some blue dye tablets or some food coloring, and you just pour it into the trunk and just leave it sit for a little while. If you see blue, if you see the food coloring coming up in the toilet, well, you're going to have to fix some things inside of your toilet. If nothing comes out, that's great. Another thing that you could, wonderful tip that you could do is turn everything off in the house, take a look at your water meter and mark it, and then come back about 10, 15 minutes later, 30 minutes later, see the water meter. If it's moved, then we know we have a problem. We got to start searching.
You know, thank you for that. And another sure sign that you've got a plumbing problem in your house is that bubble in the ceiling. That it looks like it's filled with water. It is. And it usually happens at midnight on a Saturday night. And you know, you've just finished entertaining all your friends, game night's over, and there is this big bubble of water. And people will call us and be like, should I poke it? And we're like, well, you've got a big giant tub underneath, but otherwise, probably not the best idea, right? Because that's a great sign that there's something going on in the interior piping of your home.
We usually find that right underneath a shower or a bathroom that's located above the where you have that leak. This is usually caused from the shower. Water's trickling down on the side. It comes down on the side of your bathtub, and you can take a look around the caulking around the edge of your bathtub, see if anything's coming down there, or where your faucet or your tub spout is. It'll come down on the wall and go down in between the walls, and that's where you're going to get your leak. If you do come across that, poke a little hole in there, poke a little hole in it, put a bucket underneath it, turn off your water, and give us a call.
I would do it because you know what? It always happens over that fabulous chandelier and the beautiful dining room table every single time that you don't want to ruin. So thank you for checking in with us. And we are so excited that we can bring you these tips from Sunshine Home Services. I'm Susan and this is William Frew. And make sure you subscribe and like, and stay tuned for more tips on your plumbing and HVAC in your home.